And we're alive. Happy Friday. Ugh, it's Friday. It's nice. The weather is not that nice, but all good. But we've got actually a nice and interesting topic today, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to let you present it.
So it's around building a solid foundation to live your best life. And there, we all want to live our best lives. And, if you think about it, like for me, the videos that I'm doing at the moment, Real Conversations with Real People, it really is about people wanting to live their best life. But in order to do that, we have to overcome things within ourselves because 100% of the time we are our own worst enemy. And how do we overcome those things in order to live our best life? Because we're only here once. So we don't want to waste our time. I definitely don't want to waste my time. I don't think anyone wants to waste their time.
At least that's what we know, that we're here for once. But also, I always remind myself, no one actually promised you that you're going to be here tomorrow. That's something. It's like someone once told me in one of the courses I've done, how do you know that the sun will come out tomorrow? You don't really know. You're assuming. It's because every day you wake up and the sun is there. So you're assuming that tomorrow it's going to do the same, but you don't really know. So make sure you are living the best life that is right for you. And what's right for me is not necessarily right for you, and the opposite. So share with us in the comments, what do you do? And do you think you're actually living your best life? If you think you're living your best life, write in the comments below and let us know. So we're going to start with the first one, that is actually choosing self-acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
learn to accept yourself, accept everything in you, strengthen your sense of the self. A lot of time we forget, and we all the time try to compare ourselves to
Yeah.
others, and instead of actually just, that's me, I'm accepting it. If I don't like something, I'm going to make a change.
Yesterday, I had a chat with somebody, and today I had a chat with somebody, and both were talking about exactly that, about being honest to who you are and accepting who you are and know your strengths and know your challenges. Because once you've accepted yourself, you also are realistic, and things don't always work out the way that we think they should, but often it's actually for the better anyway. The second one is to be able to deal with your emotions. And I know that sounds like a bit strange, but I'm going to assume that as we get older, we get wiser. And as we get wiser, when things come our way, we need to manage those emotions. So anger, jealousy, frustration, whatever it is. But the more we can manage those emotions and not feed into them, I think the more balanced we can feel within ourselves. So we don't feel like we're just roller coaster ride all the time. Yeah.
I know it really goes to the first one we spoke about. It's all about like accepting, acknowledge that those are your feelings now. That does, like, you feel sad, that's okay. You want to cry, cry, but don't let these things manage you. You do that and you move on and you jump. You just need to remind yourself. At least I know that, I'm going to link it to the next one. Like, I really try to remind myself, is that something I really want to waste my energies on? Is it worth it for me? And that's the next one, manage your energies, commit to self-care, with health habits, practice them. And I, in every situation I have, and I'm not saying that I don't have days that I'm sad, that I don't feel like working or don't feel like seeing other people. It's fine. But then I look at myself and say, okay, is it really worth it for you? Your life is too short and full of surprises. Do I really want to waste my energies now on that? And I think maybe for me, after you go through a loss in life or something that may be traumatic for you, you get it, and that's the reminder. But don't get to that place in life that you need a reminder. Do it now. From now, start to, manage your energies.
Yeah, and I mean something that I always talk about, which really, 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 really helps me, is when I wake up in the morning, my head gets very busy. And I probably should be meditating, but I don't. And the first thing that I do is I put on my running stuff, and where I'm living at the moment, it's so close to where the mountains are, and I go running, and I do that every day. And it's so It's so cleansing. It's so meditative. It's just so good for my healthy habits and to manage my emotions. So that's what I do. I don't know what other people do, but that's what I do.
And that's
The
what you share with us. What do you do? You know, how you help yourself to manage those energies. What do you do? What helps you? You know, for you, it's meditation here or there. For me, it's yoga, or even just being like a couch potato and watching a TV series.
Exactly. Whatever works. The next one I really, really battle with. So it's about being realistically optimistic. Now, I have been told on numerous occasions by people that are very close to me and family members that I am bordering on delusional. So my optimism can be taken to the extreme of seeing things the way that I ideally want them to be, or I think they are, but they're not. And then you get a little surprise, which I have had this year, where what you think is not what is. And that optimism that I had was just not being very realistic. So yeah, you need to be optimistic, but you also need to be realistic. Otherwise you get big surprises like I do.
And I think it's for everyone. And I know that, like, and I'll give it from my example. That's my constant fight with myself between, you know, my intuition and my mind. Because my mind is saying one thing, and then my intuition, I'm afraid that maybe it's an illusion. Maybe I'm not connected to reality. And then you get lost. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but, you know, that's part of it. And in everything, by the way, when you have a business as well, you need to be realistic. You cannot want to say, like, I want to jump from like a zero subscribers or followers to like a million, right? It's not going to happen. So in everything, you know, make sure that you are connected. And the next one is, you know, review your social life. And I think if I'll link it to what we spoke about previous time and to this, you know, we all the time live, and especially with social media, we've been feeding ourselves with what's happening with others. And it doesn't mean that that's the reality. And it doesn't mean that they're happy and it's good. You know, look at your social life and say, okay, am I happy or not? And it doesn't matter if you put it out there, if you put it on social media or not. Be true to yourself. Are you happy? Are you not? Do you have the people around you that you trust, that they will be there for you no matter what? You know, check about this. Look at your life and say, I'm happy or not. And don't look at it what you see on social media. Look at it within you, and only you know. And we keep repeating it all the time. Make sure that you have the right supporting group around you. The people that you know that you can come to when you need an advice, when you want to hear the truth, when you actually, if I'll take it to the previous one, put you back in reality.
Yes. Yeah, I think the people that you surround yourself with, if I look back on my life, where depending on where I've been within myself has been very telling of the people that I've been spending time with. And those people you spend time with should be a non-negotiable. You should be so selective about the people that you let into your life, because those people are so impacting on your well-being, on your mental, your emotional, all of that. So if they can't show up, and if they can't give you the support and vice versa that you both need for each other, then are they the people that you want in your life? So that's crucial. The right people, yeah, it's a non-negotiable for sure.
And it is, and you know what? And like, you know, like every time like you get to a certain point in life, maybe close to your birthday or something else, that you find yourself reflect about your life, and that's okay to learn to say. And you know, I can say for what helped me is that to look at my friends and kind of in a way divide them into groups and say, who are the people that I have fun going out, you know, drink whatsoever, go to movie, go to parties, whatever. But those are the people that will be there for me and I can trust. And that's okay if someone at certain point in life, you're not in the same direction and there's something is not connecting and you cannot really be there for each other. So that's okay to take a break and say, you know, it's not, but it really is important to make sure that you got the right people around you, the people with the right energy. You don't know how long you're going to be here.
Yeah. No, completely. But it's very important to have that. And the next one is about having a deeper purpose. So like whether you are spiritual or whether you are religious, or even if you're none of the above, it's never about making it be right or wrong. But I think that if we've got a deeper meaning and a deeper purpose in our life, it gives meaning to everything. Because if we don't have a deeper meaning and a deeper purpose and something that we are connected to, then it kind of feels all a bit pointless, a bit tedious, a bit mindless, So I think that's important to have that, whatever that is for you.
And you know what? And don't try again to compare yourself to others. You don't need to be Mother Teresa, okay?
Yeah.
You need to have a purpose for something that's right for you, even if it's a purpose of impacting the people around you. Even if it's by doing something for your neighborhood, even if it's by something to do in your relationship to your kids. But it's always good to have something that, reminds you why you want to do things differently, be there. So share with us in the comments, like, what's the purpose in your life? What are you trying to achieve? What do you want to do? Do you think you're actually accomplishing it now? Are you working on it? Yes, not. Where does it stand? And what's the comment here? I love this. Right people, right mental state, and sense of purpose. And it is. And you know what? It all's kind of linked together. So I hope that everyone who watches us really feel that connection to each and every one of those points that we gave. And if you want to make one of them stronger and you want to work on it, that's the time now. I think COVID opened our eyes for a lot of people.
Yeah, really.
Cherish the moments, do it.
Also, with the purpose with that one, for me, a big thing is, so when I speak to the other guys I work with at Say Yes, and every Tuesday we do this team build or a social whatever, but we go for a walk. That's bottom line what we do. And all of us will say how when we get into bed at night, we feel good about what we're doing. We feel good about what's happening around us. And I think that's a big thing. When you get into bed at night, you want to have a clear conscience and you want to know that you're okay with you, whatever that is, that you're okay with you. And I think often when you've got something bigger than yourself that you're focusing on, that can really help,
And it is. And you know what? Cherish those little things that you get, because it's like, I really relate to what you were saying, because like yesterday, just before I was about to go to sleep, I got a message from someone about the course that I have. She's like, I cannot believe that this is what I paid. And I got so much more out of it. And I could have looked at it in two ways. Say, oh, sure, I need to increase my price. But no, I actually looked at it from the outside, like, oh, wow, that's amazing. I impacted someone else. Like, their business helping. That's the way. So try to focus on the right things for you. And before we're going to go to the Sum It All Up, we're just going to remind you, every Tuesday, we're going to talk about marketing topic at 6:30 in the afternoon. And every Friday, this is going to be our time around 12. So on personal development, so join us. And if you have certain topics, please let us know so we can add them and chat about them so you can benefit the most out of this, because that's our purpose. We're really looking on giving you as much of our knowledge and experience as we can. So use it and really share in the comments below. Let us know. What do you think? Do you like the tips we gave you now? Yes, not. Do you resonate with them? Not. Please share with us.
Yes.
So if we're going to sum it up, so the first one was to strengthen your sense of choose of self-acceptance, accept yourself.
And increase your emotional stability.
And manage your energies, really.
And be realistically optimistic.
And take a stop and review your social life. Are you happy with that? Yes or not?
And have a connection to something bigger than yourself, some kind of purpose.
It is. So we really hope, and you can let us know now in the comments, like, which one of those ones are you actually following? Which one are you looking on following now? And if it helped you, and we're going to see you on Tuesday, and we're going to speak about something about it.
On Tuesday, we are going to be talking about, so for people that are on Meetup or who do events on Meetup, this will be very interesting for you to watch us on Tuesday.
Yes. So enjoy the rest of the weekend, everyone. Well, you just started. So yeah. Bye.
Bye.